welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2019. Continuing from yesterday's video, we are going to be taking a look at some of what were the top decks from the previous format, but reinvigorated, reimagined into the newer format now. Malamar is up next. Malamar was probably the best non-tier 1 deck from last format. Like, it was always just right behind Zork and Zapdos and Pigrom in terms of competing. It could compete with them, but it really had a hard time beating pretty much almost all of them. But now, against Reshiram, I do think you have a decent shot. They do tend to accumulate a lot of cards in their hands, so Mimikyu and Gengar can do a lot of damage. Ultra Necrozma can also one-hit KO Reshiram, one of the few Pokemon that can boast or that can say something like that. And so we are going to be taking a look at this Ultra Necrozma, which, as you can see, it doesn't have a single new card. You know, the 10 AGX I did consider for this deck. Other than that, I really didn't contemplate much. Perhaps a Mew as well. The bench barrier Mew could be a decent inclusion, but we do have the Marshadow-GX, so you have different ways to deal with a Pikarom. Hopefully we won't struggle too much against it. I myself personally was struggling a little bit against Malamar towards the end of the team up quarter. But anyways, we have our beloved Malamar with the Psychic Recharge ability. You get to choose a Psychic Energy card from your discard pile and attach it to one of your benched Pokemon, and one of those bench Pokemon could be Ultra Necrozma, an 190 HP Ultra Beast with the attack Photon Geyser, dealing 20 damage plus 80 more for each Psychic Energy you discard from it. So 1 Psychic is 100, 2 is 180, which is enough to KO a lot of the regular GXs. 3 is 260, which is almost enough to KO pretty much all the relevant tag teams. And then with 4 you deal 320 damage, which is definitely enough to just one-hit KO anything. Now you do run Choice Band, you do run Beast Energy in order to make the maths just a little bit easier, and we also have Giratina, which with its ability Distortion Door, it can place 1 damage counter as long as it goes back from the bench. From the discard pile to the bench, you can place 1 damage counter on 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So that coincidentally, Reshiram Charizard has 270 HP, Ultra Necrozma hits for 260 damage, so Giratina placing that 1 damage counter could be very crucial in KOing those Reshirams. And we have the attack Shadow Impact, very solid 130 damage for 3 Psychics. You do get to place 4 damage counters on one of your Pokemon, which is really bad against stuff like Weezing and whatnot, but that would probably be a bad matchup no matter what. Now, in combination, like Distortion Door combines really well with Ultra Necrozma's GX attack, Sky Scorching Light GX, which places 6 damage counters on each of our opponent's Pokemon as long as the total between both players' prize cards is 6 or less, and that's a really nice way to close out games sometimes. Now we do have the Gengar Mimikyu as well. Its attack Poltergeist deals 50 damage, and 50 damage for every trainer your opponent reveals that they have in their hand. So playing it out of nowhere can be a really nice surprising way to take a KO on the big HP stuff. And then we also have the Marshadow-GX, which with its ability Shadow Hunt, it can copy any attack from basic Pokemon that are in the discard pile, as long as you can pay the attack cost. But obviously we are going to be copying Giratina, Gengar Mimikyu, and Ultra Necrozma, which we run the perfect energy to do so. Now support wise, we have 1 Let Loose Marshadow, 1 Stellar Wish Jirachi, and 1 Tapu Lele. And then moving on to the supporters, we have 4 Lillie, 2 Cynthia, and 1 Erika. A little bit on the lower side of the supporters, but that is because we have 4 Nest Ball, 4 Mysterious Treasure, and 4 Ultra Ball. So we are going to be thinning our deck pretty quickly with all of that. And then we also have the support of Jirachi, Lele, and Marshadow, so I don't see how that would be a big issue. Triple Viridian Forest also really helps with the consistency of the deck and thinning as well. And then we have triple switch and double escape board to make sure that switching around and having the right attacker powered up in the active is not a big deal. And we have the 1 Rescue Stretcher to recover Pokemon. 1 Choice Band also helps in increasing damage output for all of our attackers, And we have a single Beast Energy as well, triple Metal Energy, and then 6 Psychic. So let's jump into a ladder and see how well we can do against the current metagame. And as you can see, our next deck, the one that we will be featuring tomorrow, in tomorrow's video, will be a third version of Reshiram Charizard, but this one based on Green's Exploration. I know Santa Clara Regionals is coming up. I'm recording this the Friday before yeah, 1 week before Santa Clara Regionals, but you guys are watching this on the Tuesday leading up to that week. So the Green's Exploration, Reshiram and Charizard is also a very appealing deck, I would say. Now, we're gonna mulligan twice, we're both gonna mulligan, and my opponent playing some sort of Mismagius Flareon GX Reshiram build, which should be interesting. I definitely have not seen Mismagius being included in Reshiram as of now. They did mulligan at least once, or they did mulligan once, we did mulligan more than that, and well, just twice, that's fine. We do have a pretty decent start. If my Jirachi can find me a Lillie, right, that would be nice. Oh, it's actually the regular Charizard. Interesting. Regular Charizard with Welder. Definitely not the greatest matchup for my opponent. Using a non-GX deck and then giving up prizes doesn't seem like the best strategy to me. Definitely don't think running Mismagius is better than Jirachi. Like, obviously Mismagius gives you a much bigger card advantage, but the drawback of giving up a prize when you're trying to use non-GX attackers definitely doesn't seem worth it. And I do get a Mysterious Treasure, which is really, really nice. My opponent does find a Green's Exploration off of that Mismagius, on the back of that Mismagius. However, taking a look at my hand, I honestly see absolutely no reason, if it's in there, not to let loose my opponent. We just saw him Green's Exploration for Lieutenant Surge and another Greens, meaning he'll likely be able to do pretty nicely here. I'm not going to discard my draw supporters. I do think I can give up a a Guzma, however, because I'm usually going to be trying to deal with whatever's active, and then we'll go ahead and let loose my opponent in a very defensive play, I would say. Or not defensive, disruptive is what I mean. And then we'll go ahead and Stellar Wish. We find the same Erika that we just shuffled back in. And okay, so here is where I have to decide, how likely is it that my opponent has Rare Candy Charizard, right? I'm gonna say not very likely. Well, Greens is so good though. Greens is actually that good. So, okay, I'm gonna attach the energy to a Marshadow, and I'm gonna switch into the Marshadow. Hoping, like, Erika's for one seems very underwhelming. If my opponent doesn't, then I can just, like, retreat, Stellar Wish. I'm not in any big hurry to win this game, but I did want to disrupt my opponent out of the hand he had, and there we go. Yeah, let loose is enough to win us the game. So the plan every game is not turn one let loose, right? Like, that is not the reason why you run the card. But in that situation, especially having started the Jirachi, which was honestly very lucky, the trade-off of using let loose on turn one and disrupting your opponent's start when he already gave up a prize, he already used up the Mismagius, and he greens for 2 supporters, clearly trying to have a solid turn 2. That disruption definitely was worth the trade-off of just going for Lele for Lillie, I would say. Okay. Okay, so I would like to go first. Of course, we are up against a fighting deck apparently. So my opponent is happy that he's playing against us. I will start this way. I have the Beast Energy and I am going first. So this is a pretty solid start. We might just be up against Hitmonchan. Yeah, and that's exactly where it is. So Nestball top deck, very nice. I will establish an Inkay. I do have Lele, which is great. One metal energy prize, no psychics. No Guzma's prized, one Cynthia is prized. One Mysterious Treasure is prized. One Giratina is prized. The Gengar Mimikyu is prized, so not bad prizes at all. Not bad prizes at all. So I will go ahead and do this. I definitely feel like I can afford to discard a Guzma. Guzma, and then grab Lele, and then Lele for Lillie, whilst attaching the escape board to the Lele. Hopefully my opponent doesn't play like the annoying Mismagius into Coco, counter gain thing that's, I think it's bugged. Okay. Honestly, this is really nice. I can start getting psychics in the discard pile. I really don't mind my opponent having access to anything really. This nest ball. Oh, my Jirachi is also a prize, so I'm just going to establish a third Inkay. I don't have a great follow-up, but I do have Malamar, I do have psychics, and I do have a Guzma to chase anything that could be harmful. Obviously, choosing to discard the psychic is better than the Giratina. I'll discard the Giratina eventually, but for now, I'm feeling confident that, just like when your opponent flips over a Hitmonchan, a Hitmonlee, unless you're playing Pikarom, you should be feeling pretty confident. You should be feeling pretty confident. Okay, so we see an Ultra Ball. Discarding Guzma and B-String for the Hitmonchan. So B-String indicates that there's gonna be some sort of puzzle support play over here. We're gonna see the hit and run, not a big deal. I'm honestly more afraid of this guy sniping a Malamar than of this guy dealing 30 damage. So I won't bother with the Guzma. Right, I definitely won't bother with the Guzma. I'm just gonna go ahead and attach the energy. Kind of liking benching the Giratina and using Psychic Recharge onto it. And then I will go ahead and retreat and take the Photon Geyser KO. Don't need the Beast Energy, but hey, it's a metal energy, so that's all that matters. Get a Cynthia for prizes, that's pretty nice. That means we will be able to refresh our hand a little bit, although Guzma might be what we want to do here. Guzma might be what we want to do here. My opponent goes for another Lillie. Yep, nothing played but the Lillie. My Lele at 50 damage is really not a big deal. We might see a Diancie pop up here. Obviously Baby Buzz is gonna be annoying next turn, right? My opponent definitely has the potential to get the Baby Buzz next turn, but it's not that big a deal. Not that big a deal. There's a Hitmonlee, so yeah, my opponent will go for the snipe on the Malamar. Yeah, understandably so. And he's actually gonna try and trap my Giratina, which is not bad. Yeah, not a bad turn for my opponent for sure. The counter catcher is super annoying, super annoying to deal with. However, I am holding on to double Guzma, so I definitely can't complain. I will go ahead and discard one more Psychic, just grab the other Psychic, and then I will go ahead and attach, and I will go ahead and Guzma. If my opponent was disappointed at the stadium, he's gonna be really disappointed. at the Guzma, and we're just gonna Photon Geyser for the KO. Bit of a slower start. We do unlock the Mimikyu and Gengar, which is really nice. Right, really nice. And yeah, I'd say we are in a good spot. We see the Erikas for 5, not even 4. That Hitmonlee can't use special combo because he used special combo last turn, right? He might be able to use Hitmontop. Oh, what does Hitmontop do? Does he deal 60 damage to everyone? That would actually be really bad. Is he gonna use Hitmontop? Yeah. 60 damage. Oops. 60 damage to each Pokemon. So he's gonna take 2 more prizes on my Inkays, effectively eliminating my whole board here. Also establishes a shrine, which is really bad news. Okay, now I'm not feeling as confident. Here. He's also gonna do extra damage to the active. I mean, we get the stadium, that's awesome. The damage from the Giratina is not going to be good, however, and we need to find our rescue stretchers, or our rescue stretcher rather, as quickly as possible. That's a very nice top deck. I will go ahead and Ultra Ball away these two. Not going to bother with the Let Loose for 1 card, and then yeah, finishing combo. Okay, special combo. Yeah, okay, so hopefully he won't be able to attack this next turn. So Lillie for 6, we do find a Psychic. No. No. I'll just get the KO, right? No rescue stretcher yet. Right, so we're gonna have to work off of 1 Malamar. Dealing 50 damage is not that great. Promotes him Marshadow, hopefully indicating a weaker follow-up turn, right? But my GXs, oh my gosh, my GXs are heavily weakened, and that is my opponent's 3rd Shrine of Punishment. What? Okay. Can he find a switching card? If he does, I'm pretty sure that's going to be game. I have no more stadium counters. Eventually he will be able to get this KO. Right? Eventually he will be able to get this KO. Okay, so he passes. Right? That is good news. Okay, so Ultra Balling for Malamar seems good. I might just end up using Tapu Cure. I wish I had a second Tapu Lele, actually. Wish I had a second Tapu Lele. Okay, so what's the plan here? Lele is gonna go down. I can't expose my Necrozma anymore. Right? But Lele, unfortunately, is gonna go down eventually. I have to take down the Hitmonchan, because that stops the combo, right? That definitely stops the combo. So, and I should do it with Giratina, I believe. So I'll discard these 2. I'm basically running against the clock here. Basically running against the clock because of that shrine. So I'll go ahead and Psychic Recharge. I'll go ahead and attach the metal. And then I'll go ahead and Guzma. And then I will Shadow Impact onto the Malamar. Obviously don't want to Shadow Impact my Lele or my this attacker. Promotes the Marshadow. The Lele will get KO'd going into his turn. And that's obviously not going to be great. Can my opponent run out of steam, or are we going to run out of steam here? it's gonna come down to, can he get an attack off on the Ultra Necrozma. Thankfully he whiffed it the previous turn. Ooh, well, that's not great, but I do have 3 switches, right? And I do have energy on Escape Board, so I have a decent amount of cards that I can draw in order to get out of this. I have not used a single switch, and I do find my switch, thankfully. So I will switch into this guy, and then I should Psychic Recharge onto Malamar, right, to prevent this sort of situation happening again. Well, I do have a Guzma, so I should be able to win the game next turn. Lillie will go down. My opponent has not attacked, so will he have, of the 2 prizes, Guzma plus energy to KO my Ultra Necrozma, or will we end up winning? Or Guzma energy KO the Malamar? That also works. Promotes the puzzle. So Beast Energy plus Diancie, that's 80 damage. Minus 20, that's 60, that's 10 short to KO the Giratina. So what I thought would be a really easy match ends up being a really close match, because my opponent's super strong start and the fact that I had to, or that I ended up losing those 2 Inkays early on. So perhaps that was my mistake on underestimating my opponent's Hitmonchan. If I had gone Cynthia and gotten just 1 Malamar, I would have been able to protect one of those Inkays. My opponent would be in a situation where maybe he would have 2 prizes left. I'm honestly not sure. Yeah, Counter Catcher doesn't work, thankfully, right? If Counter Catcher worked, we would be in a lot of trouble. Grabs a Buzzwole. Will he have the 3rd Guzma? Attaches the energy, attaches the Choice Band. And whew, that was close. That was actually close. I'm gonna Shadow Impact. Obviously gonna choose Malamar. If I chose the wrong Pokemon, I would have tied this game, right? And we barely squeak out the win there. Really good game to my opponent. That was super intense. So yeah, really good game to showcase. Even if Hitmon decks, like, they might not be the most competitive, they're definitely decent budget decks, and I don't know, that was super interesting, honestly. Super interesting to watch in action. Definitely a deck that I would have always underestimated, and then after seeing it play out like that, that's pretty nice. Yeah, and my underestimation and my like unfamiliarity with the deck ended up costing me 2 Inkays in 1 turn. So yeah, pretty nice. Pretty nice. Okay. So we will call the coin flips. We will go first, which is awesome. Right, that is great to see. And I hope we're up against a fire deck. That would be great. That would be great. Okay. So we mulligan once again, surprisingly, because out of the 17 Pokemon that we have, 13 are basics. But yeah, going first, obviously gonna be really useful. Pretty awesome starting hand, I would say, as well. The Viridian Forest is gonna end up helping out my opponent as well. Eevee and Snorlax, definitely happy seeing that. So it's gonna be a war of attrition of the GXs. No Pokemon priced, right? Not a single one of my Pokemon is priced. One Ultra Wall is priced, one Switch is priced, one Stadium is priced, one Lillie is priced, one Guzma is priced, and one Psychic is prized. So honestly, not bad. I can't complain about the prizes. They're gonna be pretty decent in terms of, I'm not gonna get it so I can draw the extra card. They're gonna be pretty decent in terms of like finding good resources out of the prize cards, especially the Guzma, right? Especially the Guzma. I'm not gonna waste the switch though, because one switch is prized. Another good resource to find all of the prize cards. The Let Loose, I mean not the Let Loose, the GX Marshadow could end up being useful. Definitely feel as though Cynthia will be my supporter of choice over Erika's next turn. The other cards just seem way too valuable. Maybe the Metal Energy was arguably a better discard than the Erika's, however. And then I won't reveal that I have Switch. I would love if my opponent just Kiaways onto the active. I definitely would not mind that. My opponent will go ahead and Beast Ball. Wait, what? To really play Beast Ball as Town Map? I guess Beast Ball is Town Map. I guess Beast Ball is actually Town Map. And yeah, my opponent just goes for the Kiawe. Going for the 5 energies plus the attachment. So, not bad, right? If I had an attacker... Okay, I think I'm definitely gonna bench this guy. I'm definitely gonna switch, right? I'm definitely gonna thin. And then we'll see. I have somewhat of a chance at getting the KO here. We'll just have to see what we draw off the Cynthia and see what we can figure out. Okay, so the Mimikyu and Gengar means I have a chance. So should I take it? I think I should. Right? I think I should. So I'll go ahead and Viridian Forest this, grab the Psychic, and then I will Mysterious Treasure. If I had found Choice Band or if this was the Beast Energy, then I wouldn't need that. So if my opponent is holding 3 trainer cards, we will win. If my opponent isn't holding 3 trainer cards, he will GX us. I do have 2 Psychics, right? So kind of get the turn to win against this EV Lax. No concession. No immediate concession, which obviously no reason to do so. But yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to try this, right? Poltergeist, 1, 2, 3, perfect. 300 damage, turn to win. I was hoping to get a much better game against the fire type decks. If my opponent had not started with the Avian Snorlax, if that had been a Reshiram, I would have gone ahead and dealt 260 damage, right, to that Reshiram, and then hopefully had been able to go Guzma, Giratina, Ping to KO it whilst getting another KO somewhere down the line, but it ends up working out pretty nicely. So let's try one last time to find a decent game. The Malamar deck working out pretty nicely in terms of flowing, right? In terms of flowing, the deck is working out pretty nicely. Yeah. We'll see. We shall see what happens here. Okay. Trent Peeland is calling the coin flip. And I'm wearing green today. As you can see, it looks... Oh yeah, there. Now you can't see my arms. My arms are invisible. Because I went to the I went to a gym with my green Mexico shirt, and then I came back directly to start recording. I mulligan yet again. Why is that? I have 13 basic Pokemon. I mean, as long as we keep getting decent starting hands. This is it's decent. It's just nothing to write home about. I'll be honest. It's a bit of an awkward hand, and we're up against what I assume is Zapdos, Ultra Beast with Zebstrika and Jolteon support. We do see an S-Ball immediately for the Jirachi. We do see the Escape Board immediately as well. So this is going to be a difficult matchup, especially off of that turn 1 let loose. However, the Jirachi plus the Marshadow being there, okay, I'll take that. The Jirachi plus the Marshadow being there does mean that a late game Necrozma-GX Sky Scorching Light could be what makes a difference here for us. Pretty nice. My opponent already have found the Beast Energy. So yeah, not a bad start at all for my opponent. Definitely gonna discard that Gengar Mimikyu over the Cynthia. And then because I have the Beast Energy, I'm just gonna go ahead and attach to the Ultra Necrozma, I'll be honest. And then I'm gonna go ahead and Lillie for 7. Okay, pretty nice, pretty nice. I could end up switching, right, to save my Inkay. Is that worth it though? And if so, what do I Ultra Ball away? I don't know my prizes yet. I don't want to get rid of the switch. So I think it's going to be the 2 energies. I actually think it's going to be the 2 energies. Yeah. I'll grab the Inkay. I mean, let loose doesn't sound bad here actually. Let loose honestly doesn't seem bad at all. Okay, let's figure out prizes. There's no Pokemon prize once again. There are 1 Mysterious Treasure prized. There is 1 Stadium prized. There is 1 Guzma prized. There is 1 Psychic prized. And then other stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let loose. Yeah, let's let loose. Because that decreases the chance of my opponent just attacking into this guy. So I'll switch into it. I don't want to play the Stadium because then that increases the chances of my opponent attacking me. And then I'm gonna let loose him back. Okay. So obviously not great. Obviously not great. I will go ahead and bench Inkay. And I will go ahead and establish Jirachi. I think that's pretty solid. And we'll go ahead and pass. We will go ahead and pass. Next turn, I mean, I can Viridian Forest for the Psychic. There's a chance my opponent whiffs an attack here, which is what we're looking forward to. There's a switch, so never mind. I mean, now it comes down to the energy. Play the Shrine. Good thing we held onto our Viridian. There's the switch. Ooh, but see, that's key. He didn't have the energy, right? So that could actually end up saving my butt here. Okay, definitely want to keep the Mysterious Treasure. So I'll go ahead and Viridian Forest the Guzma. And I'll grab a Psychic. And then we're just gonna KO the puzzle, right? It's not a big deal. And now, if I can make this Ultra Necrozma take 2 prizes before it goes down, then the let loose was 100% worth it. The Psychic of the prizes means I don't have to Viridian Forest, which means I could maybe Mysterious Treasure. But yeah, my opponent's turn was very underwhelming. He didn't play a draw supporter. He clearly doesn't have energy. Now he will with the Viridian, right? But 110 doesn't do it, right? Either he needs Lightning plus Electro Power plus Shrine, or Lightning plus double Electro Power, and in both instances he needs a way to switch as well. So yeah, very defensive play on my end, but I think it ended up paying off, right? I do think it ended up paying off. If my opponent didn't have the my opponent didn't end up having the the Beast Energy, just having 40 damage here, that would be insanely good. Goes after an Inkay. That makes absolute total sense. I don't think I'm gonna promote the Jirachi, honestly. I don't think I'm gonna promote the Jirachi, but yeah, now double Jirachi and the Marshadow, I am now very confident that I'm gonna win this game. Very, very confident. That second Jirachi was completely necessary, and now that is just a beautiful sight. That is just absolutely beautiful to see as a top deck. We will be able to establish a Malamar now. We do have a lot of energy in the discard pile. However, I will go ahead and Lillie. I could just find energy. I could Viridian Forest, and I was lucky enough to find the Beast Energy myself. So I'm gonna get rid of the Marshadow. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of the Marshadow, because Marshadow is another way to go spread, right? And then I'll go ahead and attach. I will go ahead and attach. Definitely think I should Psychic Recharge onto that guy. And then I'll just vote on Geyser. So I'm ahead in prizes. If my opponent doesn't get another KO, I'm gonna be very, very far ahead. And the Viridian Forest allows us to immediately counter a Shrine. I think we're in a really good spot. I generally think we are in a really, really, really good spot. And I think that hello was my opponent trying to rush me. Right? That hello. Wait. I can't see the chat anymore? I can only see the game log? Huh, interesting. So yeah, my opponent will go ahead and Guzma. Get another KO, probably on the Jirachi. Most likely on the Jirachi. Goes for Electro Power, so it's gonna go after a Malamar. Right? Not bad. He will sprint. He also has access to my stadium, so he will be able to get a KO. But this is just all playing into a very nice Sky Scorching fight, so I really don't mind this. And I can just stretch her back the two Inkays and the Malamar very easily. So I'll go ahead and promote the Marshadow, because I do have the retreat on that. And now I top deck the Escape Board, which is even better. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shuffle, put these three back, and then I'm gonna go ahead and Ultra Ball away these. I'm actually gonna grab the Giratina. Yeah. Actually gonna grab the Giratina so I can discard it and start spreading out that damage. I'll grab a Psychic, and I'll go ahead and attach this. I'll attach this, and then I will Cynthia for 6. Very nice 6 cards. And then I can even switch now. I will go ahead and Distortion Door, placing damage there. And then I will go ahead and retreat. And I believe I will go ahead and power up the Giratina. And we'll take the KO. The Beast Energy is a big difference maker for sure. The Beast Energy is what will essentially allow us to win this match. I'm like, no matter what, I'm gonna have 2 bench spaces unless my opponent doesn't take a knockout this turn, which I don't care. Like, if he's not taking a knockout, then he's not advancing his win condition. If he does take a knockout, then we are going to be able to win. I really hope he plays an Escape Rope so I can just gift him the Marshadow and immediately activate Sky Scorching Light GX. Does put back 3 Zapdoses as expected with that stretcher. Has already used Stellar Wish, so my opponent might not even attack this turn. Goes for the Volkner. That will get him energy on whatever he's missing, either the Nest Ball or the Escape Rope. I only hope my opponent just knocks me out somehow. I really do. I really just hope he knocks me out. I don't even need the other Giratina because the Eevee's right there. I actually don't even need the other Giratina because the EV has 60 HP. I just need my opponent to knock something out. That's what I need. That is actually what I need from my opponent. I don't think he's gonna be able to. Escape Board and Lightning. So we actually might see the Jolteon GX here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna see. We're not gonna see a KO though. We are actually not going to see a KO. Oh, we are. Never mind, we are. So I'm happy with that. I am definitely happy with that. I'm fairly sure I can win. Right? Because I'm gonna Mysterious Treasure away a Lillie for the Giratina. Then I will Viridian Forest away the Giratina for a medal. And I will Nest Ball for the Ultra Necrozma, attach the medal, Psychic Recharge, bring back the Giratina, place 1 damage counter on that Jirachi, retreat, and then Sky Scorching Light to pick up my 3 prizes. Spoiler, I guess. Spoiler warning. Oh no, never mind. He only has 1 energy, so he's not gonna knock out. Well, never mind. Never mind. And then I get the middle energy. I can't just KO the Jolteon, which seems like my best course of action. No reason not to. Then I'm down to 1 prize card, so I'll just go ahead and switch. And then I will establish another Inkay. And then I'll go ahead and... Oh wait, now that's 180 damage actually. Okay, so I just Guzma, right? Well, I could still find Choice Band here. Not quite, that's okay. That is a-okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and Guzma. Who do I take the kill with? Probably the Giratina, right? No reason to, like... Oh, never mind. Well, 3 prizes. If he takes 3 prizes next turn, that's okay. It's not a big deal. I'll go ahead and Guzma. Oh, actually, it might be a big deal. Nah, it's really not. Right? It's really not going to be a big deal. I'll go ahead and Shadow Impact. I will place the 40 damage on myself. Right? Placing the 40 damage on myself seems like the best course of action. My opponent not taking a knockout actually messed us up so badly. The Guzma, well, it doesn't. I just need the other Ultra Necrozma. My opponent cannot take 4 prizes, right? I don't know why I assumed the Jolteon GX was just gonna KO my my Ultra Necrozma. Although a Guzma knockout, yeah, into the Malamar does mean I have to find another Malamar. Ugh. So we're not out of the woods yet. Ooh, and getting that other Malamar might not be as easy as I would like it to be. There are Psychic in my discard pile for me to Psychic Recharge. Grabs the Cynthia, but we'll definitely be using Guzma here. Attaches a Lightning, plays the Absol, plays the Zapdos. Does he go for the Guzma or will he actually Cynthia? There's no way. There's no way he doesn't have the Guzma, right? The last 2 cards are Cynthia and Guzma. For sure. No, he goes for the Cynthia. Doesn't even have a switching card. What? What? Wow. That was so unnecessary. Like, why did you want the second Jirachi? And then we'll go ahead and do this. And there's the well played. We will go ahead and Sky Scorching Light and finally win this game. So yeah, the turn 1, was it turn 1? Yeah, the let loose, the defensive let loose from us ended up paying off really, really nicely because the combination of cards that our opponent got were just not that great. And so we managed to win this supposedly bad matchup. It is a bad matchup, honestly, but we end up winning anyways. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like. Really hope you're enjoying the content. I'm trying my best with the videos. See you guys tomorrow, and until next time, bye.